This is a video about inexpensive fragrances that can be found at your rag store or that I found at my local rag stores. Now, I've done videos on all of these fragrances before, but I've never done a video on all of them together. So if you're curious about the 7 bangers that I found at rag stores and I think you should know about because they are just too good to pass up, well, meet me on the other side of this extremely long intro and we're gonna get right into it. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Trey Sense. Weekend's over, it's Monday. The good thing about that is we're getting closer to football season. Just a few days away, we can almost start counting it down, man. Yeah, excited about that. Ready for my Irish, ready for my Niners. Now, before I get into this video, I need you to like, share, and sub. And if you do all that for me, do me another favor and hit that icon bell so every time I get ready to upload a video or the video is uploaded, you'll be one of the first ones to know. No further ado, let's get right into it. I found 7 fragrances in my collection that I think you guys need to know about, that I think are just worth talking about. As I said earlier, I've talked about all of these fragrances before, but just never in one video. So let's get it. The first one is the newest one that I picked up. And oh, I forgot to mention, all of these are under $15. As a matter of fact, this one is tied for the most expensive and it was $14.99. This one is from the house of Arliss, I think is, if I remember correct. And it is Emerge. Now, some people say this reminds them of Dunhill Icon. No, it doesn't to me. It doesn't to me. Now, I don't know if they changed formulations, if they kept the name and just changed the scent profile. I don't know. The lesser known companies and the inexpensive fragrance companies do strange things sometimes, so I don't know. All I know is this one, Emerge, and I know they have a Nor, but this one, the bottle that I have in my hand, is eerily similar to Tom Ford's Fabulous. And that is a great thing because it is a scent profile that I enjoy. Don't know if I'll ever own a bottle of Tom Ford, with the exception of Grey Vetiver, because I'm not gonna pay what that cost. So anyway, now, again, this is to me very similar to Tom Ford's Fabulous. And this was $15, big, solid, heavy bottle. If you didn't like the scent in here, you could easily use this as a self-defense mechanism, or you could use it to reflect something off of the sun and blind somebody. I mean, they're just multiple uses, but it definitely looks good in a collection and it definitely smells good. Performance on this one is above par. I get close to 2 hours, maybe a little more than 2 hours of projection and 6 to 7 hours of longevity, and it smells good. Emerge, and I want to say that's Arliss is the name of the company. Crazy, but anyway, where do I go next? This is probably the most popular one on this list, is because everybody has had it, and it's from the house of Michael Jordan, and it is Legend. And this one is Pancake Syrupy Gourmandy, great for the wintertime, and it is a cheapie, and it is a clone of Bond No. 9's. What is it, Harlem? I think that's what it is. It's a clone of something from Bond No. 9, but New Harlem, I think, is what it is. I like it. I like it a lot. As you see the juice levels on it. I've worn this several times. It is definitely a cool weather, rainy weather type of scent. Gourmandy, pancake syrupy sweet. I'm gonna put just a little bit of this in the air. And for the $12 or $13 that you're gonna pay for this, if you're looking for a syrupy sweet gourmand that you can wear in the cooler weather, then this is definitely one that I suggest. Michael Jordan, Legend. Where do I go from next? Where do I go next? This next one is one, I don't hear a lot of talk about this fragrance. And it is one of the cheaper ones on this list. It is from the house. It is Extraordinary by Order Vocal Reboco, and it is one of the most fun named fragrances to say. Reboco, and it's nice, guys. It's nice. I'm not sure what it is a clone of, but here's what I can tell you about this fragrance. This fragrance is super masculine. Super masculine. Very easy to wear. It's sexy, it's romantic, a little bit spicy, a little bit of a tobacco, a little bit of a barbershop feel. Very, very grown man. Sexy. This is sexy fragrance. It's a sexy scent. Yeah, to me it is. To me it is. And it's $9. And for that price, I just don't think you can go wrong with it. It's one that I blind bought, and as soon as I sprayed it on, I was like, oh yeah, that is a home run, big bro. That's a home run from the house of Reboco. It is extraordinary. Great little $9 fragrance. You are going to be hard pressed to find a better $9 fragrance than this one. Now, it does lean itself to me more towards nighttime or cooler weather, but it is a very classy, dressy type of scent. I wish all of you could smell this. It is just nice. Reboco. I'm not sure if that's a clone or anything or what they were trying to clone, but I just know it smells good. This next one I haven't had very long. Much like Emerge, it's one of those that you can pick up at TJ Maxx, no box, so you can walk right up to it, take the cap off and smell it. And it is from the house of, if I can get this top off, and it is from the top, I was going to say top. It is from the house of Camera, and it is once again El Dorado Kingdom. And to me, this is straight to heaven, the cheap version. Oh man, does it smell cheap? No, not at all. To me it doesn't. To me it has a nice, rich, quality smell. This is a parfum concentration. Is it a parfum concentration? Yes, I thought it was. It is a parfum concentration, and it performs like one. It actually performs closer to an extrait concentration. But for the $15 that I paid for this fragrance, $14.99 for 100 ml, and it has filled the room. Sweet, masculine, tobacco. It is very, very good. It does remind me of Killian's Straight to Heaven, and I actually may like this a little bit more. Simply because it's a lot cheaper, but it's a very wearable, but yet at the same time masculine tobacco. If you have a fragrance that you may think is a little too soft and you want to masculine it up, you could always layer it with this. But nonetheless, I like this fragrance by itself. For me, it's more of a cooler weather or an evening type scent, but that's because I have so many fragrances I can differentiate. But if you don't want to be that way and you want to get fragrances that you can wear when you want to, this is one of them. I mean, you can wear any scent when you get ready, is what I'm trying to say. But for me, this is one I reach for in the cooler. This is one I will be reaching for in the cooler climates. I think I wore it to work one time just to give it a test and see how it was, and it performed well. I mean, it performs like a parfum. You know, above par. You're gonna get about 2 hours of projection, 6-7 hours of longevity, and that's above average, believe it or not, especially with the way they're making fragrances today. But El Dorado Kingdom by Camera, and I like this. I like this little Cadillac right here. It rides good. Like it a lot. El Dorado Kingdom. This next one is one from the house of Karen Lowe, and I've talked about this fragrance several times, and Karen Lowe makes some really nice fragrances that again you'll see just sitting on the shelves at TJ Maxx, and this one is Pure Red. And what this one is, this is Polo Red Extreme minus the coffee note. If you take that coffee note out, it's about what you have. And this may perform better than Polo Red, because Polo fragrances, though they smell good, they are not the strongest performers. This does okay. This does okay. You're gonna get about an hour and a half, maybe a little less than 2 hours projection, and about 4, maybe 5 hours of longevity, but that is not bad for a $12 fragrance that doesn't come in a box. I've had this one many months, many years, and I'll say maybe 2 years, but I like it. I like it. It's a sweet sweet fragrance. Again, just think Polo Red Extreme and then take away the coffee note, and that's what you have here. But for the 12 or 30, they used to be between $9.99 and $12.99. I think they've gone up on the price lately, and they're coming in around the $13 or $14 mark, but still worth it. And if you're curious, I know there's several Karen Lowe products that you'll see sitting on the shelves at TJ Maxx, and I haven't bought many of them because most of them are clones of other stuff, but I can tell you several of them smell good. Like Blanche, I think, is in a gold bottle. It smells nice. And there's one called, I think, Ocean. It's in a blue bottle, very aquatic. It smells nice as well. I would have picked them up, but I have so many. It's just a redundant purchase for me. So that's the reason that I have it. Now I may end up picking them up for content's sake and reviewing them just to see how they perform. But I can tell you this, for the price point, they smell really, really good. They smell really, really good, and they would be great places, like all of these, great places to start a fragrance collection. And you could go buy all these and still not spend $150. And if you're trying to start a collection, you'd have a nice diversified and diverse collection. But anyway, Karen Lowe Red, Polo Red Extreme, no coffee note. Where do I go from here? Got two more. This one, again, I have not had very long. I picked it up this summer, and I'm impressed with it, and it makes me want to buy more fragrances from this house, especially at the $7.99 mark, and it is Nissan's Armada. Now, many of you already know this is a Green Irish Tweed or Cool Waters dupe. And again, it's a parfum concentration, and guys, it performs like one. Is it better than Cool Waters? Whew. It's hard, because Cool Waters is my jam. I absolutely love Cool Waters. It's deeper and richer than Cool Waters, so I may have to say yeah. And it's oh my gosh, it smells so good as it's filled the room here. Is it close to Green Irish Tweed? Yeah, it is. It is. But whether you want to compare it to Cool Waters or compare it to Green Irish, and GIT, as some of the big timers call it, whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is, for $7.99, it's cheaper than Cool Waters. And it's a better performer than the modern versions of Cool Waters. So do I think it's worth picking up? Absolutely. For $7.99, I just don't think you can go wrong. And I think it's a fragrance that you need to have in your collection. For $7.99, pay no attention to it being named Nissan or being Armada. Scratch that off the bottle if you need to. But at least this is one you can put in your locker at work or your desk at work, and just keep it for in case you run out or you forgot to put on a fragrance that day, or if you just like the scent of Cool Waters and want something a tad bit deeper and richer, but still have that sweetness and that greenness. There you go. Get in your Nissan Armada and ride out, baby. As it smells good, and I was surprised. I know I'd heard Sam talk about this one, and I'd heard Grown Man Styles talk about this one, and when I got my hands on it, I was just like, ain't no way that's a $7 fragrance. And it frustrates me as a cologne guy, because I think if we can pay $15 for this, $7 for this, and $15 for this, and get fragrances that have great bottles. I got scared. I thought something fell off there. And get fragrances that have great bottles with great juice in them. Why are we paying $150, $300 for niche bottles of cologne? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's why I always say, with niche, shop around, pick and choose what you like. Find you a good supplier, pick and choose, get what you want. But it needs to be what you want, because all of this is subjective and everybody's not gonna like the same thing. So any fragrance that you spray on, it should be because you enjoy it and you like it and you're wearing it for yourself. Just saying. Last but not least is from a soccer company, and Real Madrid, just Real Madrid. This to me is like Spice Bomb and Lamal had a child. is what I get. Is what I get from this fragrance, and I love it. Oh man, it's good. It's good. It's good, guys. It's really, really good. Spicy, cinnamony, sweet. Again, this also could have been called fragrances to wear with your hoodie, because these are all come here. Let me smell you. Let me cuddle with you. Put your head on my chest and your feet in. Wait a minute, that's another episode. Never mind. It's PG-13 channel. You can't go off the deep end here. But Real Madrid is that type of scent, guys. You know, honestly, it's a come close, cuddle with me type of fragrance. It just is. It just is. And I picked this up at Ross, full presentation, meaning it comes with the box, and so does the Nissan Armada, and so does the Roboco, and so does the Michael Jordan. You know, those come with boxes, and this one does too, for those that matter. So I'm just saying that because more than likely you're not going to be able to pick this up and smell it. But listen to me now, believe me later on. And all of these are great to start a collection with, or great to buy for gift ideas. You know, not trying to rush the year away, but you know, we're 4 months away from Christmas. You know, we're in the 8th month. You know, so we've got all of, you know, the rest of August, all of September, October, November, and then most of December. So I mean, we can start counting down the days to Christmas as well, you know. So it's never too early to start picking up little gift ideas is all I'm trying to say. But you know, I really feel like if all of these fragrances had different names or more popular names or whatever, I think a lot of people would like them and be willing to pay big money for them. I know everything that I've touched here was under $15. A few of them were under 10, and they far exceed their price point. This does not smell like a $12 to $14 fragrance. It smells like a $60 to $70 fragrance, and that's just the truth. And I think people would be willing to pay it if it had Denzel Washington's picture on it and it was made by Dior and was charging $170 for it. I think people would pay it, and that's what's crazy to me. But anyway, that is it. That is all I got for you. You know, I'm not going to keep you all day today. I hope you all have had a beautiful weekend. It's Monday, and my week started today. So by the time you see this, I'll be almost on day 2 of my work week. But anyway, I love you all, and I hope you all have had a beautiful, beautiful day. You know what I got to do? I got to get off of here, thumbnail it, edit it, and get it up so you can see it, man. This has been the Dirty 7, y'all. This has been the Super 7. We're going to call this the Super 7, which is what we call the football playoffs here in Alabama. State championship. Everybody trying to get to the Super 7. But anyway, I love you all, and God bless you all. Thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. You guys do not know how much you mean to me. Greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I love you all, and God bless you all. Till next time, guys. Peace.